What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing today? Hey, this is nothing more than just waiting for some people to come on. We're just gonna chit chat. We're not really talking about anything specific, but anything you want to talk about, I'll be glad to talk about it. It doesn't matter if we agree or not. Just talk, like human beings can do. We can talk, and we don't always have to be in an argument with each other. Um, Man, have y'all seen some of the things going? Y'all see that speech that Biden gave up there in Pennsylvania? That was evil looking. I mean, holy smokes. Check this out. Let's see if I got this here. Let me check here. Let's see here. Look at that. I mean, that is. If you look at that picture and think back to the Nazi regimes and everything like that, um, and some of the Russian regimes and things, that to me looks really, really close. Um, of course, I think he probably made one of the biggest mistakes he could do having that speech. Yeah, yes, Brandy, it does look satanic. That's what a lot of people are actually saying. It's a demonic presentation, and he actually said pretty much, he said MAGA Republicans and all that kind of weird stuff. That they're the downfall of the country, the MAGA Republicans and everything. But actually, if you listen to his speech as he did, which I'm getting so tired of politics, but if you listen to his speech and everything, if you don't agree with exactly what he's talking about or his agenda, you're a MAGA Republican. Whether you're a Republican or not, um, you're on the opposite side of him and his agenda, which is being, my opinion, but I swear is being ran by Obama. Man, he goes by Obama. I don't even know what's his first name. Barack. That's it. Barack Obama. Um, but yeah, who else is on here? Say hi. Which platform are you coming from? I'm on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook today, learning some new stuff and everything. What's up, Twitter? You and you bots. I've lost 3 accounts on Twitter. Oh, so how about what's everybody's plans? What's up, guys? Hey, thanks for hopping on, sir. What's everybody's plans for Labor Day? Well, for me, it's labor. I'm going to work. How are you doing today, guy? Yeah, I'm on here. I'm just trying to get people just to come on and talk. I mean, it's not talk about anything particular, just a chit chat, things like that. Um, yeah. Oh man, prayers for a quick healing, man. Prayers for a quick healing. Um, I'm knock on wood. God's been with me the whole time, and I haven't been sick. I have never even taken a test. So, um, like I said a long time ago, back about beginning of 2021, God's gonna protect me. I'm not gonna get it. If I get it, He's gonna get me through it, and if I die from it, He's taking me home. All 3 ways, I'm a winner. So I ain't scared about it. I know it's a pain. Sometimes it's painful. I've heard of people, they say that it's really, really. Some people say it's really, really rough on them. Absolutely sucks, and I still get people that say they just barely, it's like a cold. I think Brandy had it a long time. She had it before they named it COVID. She got past that. But so I guess that tell us what you're doing on Labor Day, resting and recovering. That's what we need to do. In 2019, did they just call it a flu back then, Brandy? Yeah, guy. For 2020 all the way to now, I work in an imaging facility. It's not exactly like a hospital or anything, but all day long, all we people are in and out, and like I said, never even once felt bad during this time at all. Now, I might have been asymptomatic and just didn't know it. I don't know, but um, at least just a little congested right now. At least you're not having no problems breathing. That's where a lot of the issues. Now, I know a lot of people they don't like to talk about it like that, but I'm telling you, I did a lot of reading and everything on ivermectin, and that's what I would go with. I have some here, and it's just sitting there. I think I've when I thought I might be having something, I took a little bit of it because there's no side effects of ivermectin, and like I said, never ain't nothing developed. Yeah, just freaky type flu. Isn't the flu part of the coronavirus family? Um, I just think it's like a bionic flu. It is. It has its nastiness, but taking care of somebody else. Now, what's funny, guy, is remember, they did away with you can't doctors couldn't prescribe ivermectin and all that kind of stuff, and I went and did that, looked in the animal store. I ain't gonna lie, ain't no shame in my game about that. But you got to be careful what you're looking for, and you got to use a little bit of common sense on this when people go in there. That's why a lot of people had issues by doing this. I think there's more than one medicine and one is ivermectin and something else, and one is just plain ivermectin. So I just got just the plain ivermectin. I didn't want the other thing because I didn't know what that does. Didn't care about that. I just wanted the ivermectin. And then you got to do some math. Those little it has that plunger, and each one of those little triangles on there equals like 50 pounds. So you got to figure out how much you weigh. And these people are taking a half a tube or something. I was like, well, that's 1,250 pounds you just took. Um, crazy. NyQuil and 4 days of sleep. Hey, man, there's been some days I wish I could get 4 days of sleep. Hey, y'all share this out. Get some more people on here. Let's see what we can have. Get a good conversation. Wish I had some people coming over from Twitter. Twitter doesn't like me, by the way. So whatever. Maybe this will draw people over and look at that because I'm gonna try to get away. I still got to do some politics stuff, even though like I said I get tired of it. But maybe I read something that you don't read, or you read something that I don't read. It's nice to share the information and stuff like that. Um, y'all seen they're really, really going for gun rights right now. ATF just came out. Right now, it's an amnesty period, and I believe it around December is supposed to go in full effect. But if you got, they make these rifles where they have a different buttstock, and instead of being a rifle, they're considered a handgun, pistol, even though they're not held like that. You can actually put it in your shoulder. They're just the length of it and everything. They're considered a pistol. Well, if you already have one, they're trying to say you have to re-register that. And I was like, well, wait a minute. If you have one, that means it was manufactured and went through the ATF, and the ATF already said absolutely that gun is good to go, so you can sell it as is. So then, of course, buying it legally, like we're all supposed to, you go through and you do your background check when you do your application, and that comes back good. The selling facility puts all the gun information onto that, and it's registered that way, right? That's why I'm taking it. Now they want you. They're talking about that. I've got to read more into it, but they want you to actually go and register it again. Well, if you register it again, what they're saying is you can no longer sell it. You can't trade it in on another one, even with a shop that's licensed to sell guns. You can't do that. if you travel across state lines, say you're going to a shooting competition and it's in a different state than you live in, you have to ask permission to take that gun across state lines to go to the shooting competition, no matter what. If you're moving and you're moving to a different state, you have to ask permission to move. This is a big bang against the Second Amendment out there, and they're actually, they're trying to get all these people on a list. Don't believe me. They want you all. We're already on a list. We bought the gun, and they want you on another list, man. But I'm still arguing the fact. I'm still trying to delve in there. Is it the ones who buy a lower receiver or the receiver or the trigger mechanism after the fact and put it together? That's the one that I'm wondering, because I mean, if you buy it from the manufacturer and go through the legal steps, you should be okay. But they are really going in and hammering this Second Amendment right now, and well, just I gotta sit back and watch. My son, he's a big Second Amendment believer, First Amendment believer, and everything like that. And I was talking to him this morning. He's the one who brought it to my attention. Um, so I started looking. And did you know that in the Constitution it says that in the Constitution they can't make a law that's retroactive. I mean, I'll tell you exactly where that's at. Um, it is United States Constitution, Article 1, Section 9, Clause 3. No bill of attainder, so no bill or anything like that, or ex post facto law shall be passed. So it says no bill or ex post facto law. So there's no law per the United States Constitution that can go back and grab anything that happened in the past. So if this thing does go through, the United States Constitution, which it seems like the administration wants to get rid of that too, but they are actually, they're if I abide by the Constitution, I bought a weapon supposedly before any of this stuff happened, and then they make this law where about this receiver or the butt stock has to be serve at certain length, and if it's not, you got to register it again, things like that. Well, I bought it before all that, so they can't go back and grab me and say, "Hey, you broke the law because you got that type of a weapon." No, 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 no. By the United States Constitution, I'm not bound by that law. My rifle, my gun, whatever it is, was registered upon purchase, and that's what they're trying to do away with that. So if you take into effect what they're actually trying to do, I mean, let me know your opinion. They're trying to do away with the rights in the Constitution. What's next? I mean, come on now. Are they going to take? They want to take voting rights away. Probably they just elect themselves and stuff like that. I don't know, but even if you're not for guns or anything like that, you should be for the Constitution and leave the Constitution alone. So we all should be constitutionalists. Of course, that's my opinion. You almost got to say that's my opinion all the time, or you get in trouble on social media. Doesn't matter what platform you're on. I'm waiting to see what YouTube does to me. I didn't even do it live. I deleted it because it was messing up and everything, and they warned me. It was deleted. Oh, YouTube. And they said that I was actually, man, I ought to show you all this one. Let me go here. I'll find it. They said that I was giving medical misinformation. Let me go find this one. Y'all like this. All right. Okay. Let me share. So they got me and said it was medical misinformation. And this is what I was showing. Let me go in here and grab it real quick. All right, so I'm in here. Sound is good because that's what happened the other night. I was doing this and it said that that I like took myself completely off and it actually said that you couldn't. No, people were saying you couldn't hear me, but if you can hear me, good to go. So this was what I was reading. So this is notice this is the CDC's website. It ain't no Google search. I'm not looking under Reuters or anything like that. I'm on the CDC website. This is what they're saying. Okay. Um, this is funny. So the CDC, they want to contain this monkeypox. Remember, they want to contain the C19. That's what it all started out to. 14 days to slow the spread. Y'all remember that in 2020, 2019, 2020. 14 days to slow the spread. It didn't slow it, did it? Hmm. Um, so they're talking about vaccines. Now, you want to that what it says it's important in preventing the spread by given current limited supply of vaccines. Some of these vaccines going to take a little while to get out. It may increase your risk of exposure. Duh. Um, Reducing and or avoiding behaviors that increase the risk of monkeypox is important when you are between your first and second vaccines, and your protection becomes the highest at 2 weeks after the second dose. That is right here. Okay, so that's what they're saying. Didn't they say that about the mRNA? I think they did say that about the mRNA. Got one, you got two, you got two. Oh, now you need a booster. Oh, now you need a fourth shot, second booster. They keep coming out with more and more and more. So now they're saying, oh, you're not going to be fully vaccinated until 2 weeks after your second dose of this back for monkeypox. Okay. Now, if you have any issues as far as a disease that's spreadable to others, no matter what it is, the cold, you got chicken pox, you got I guess monkeypox now. If you got COVID, what we did growing up is you stayed home. You didn't go out and have contact with it till you're healed. You're better. It's gone, right? Even if you got a fever, by the way, when you have a fever is usually when you're mostly contagious. If you have a fever, it ain't got to be the C19. It ain't got to be that. Just stay home. Get rid of the fever. I mean, come on, break the fever. But CDC is allowing you to continue in risky behavior. They're going to guide you through this, okay? First of all, you can temporarily take a break from activities, exposures to monkeypox until at least 2 weeks after your dose. I'll tell you about that. Now, you want to limit your number of sex partners. How about do away with all your sex partners while you're sick? You have scabs and oozing sores. You shouldn't be touching anybody. But they just reduce the numbers. Center for Disease Control, Center for Disease Spread. Now you really want to watch out here when you go into these back rooms and these saunas and these sex clubs, private and public sex parties, where intimate and often anonymous sexual contact with multiple partners occurs. It's more likely to spread that. But duh, it's also more likely to spread everything else that's out there. Everything. Everything. But it gets better. Okay. Now, condoms, they may help protect your butthole, your mouth, your penis, your vagina, exposure from monkeypox. However, condoms alone may not prevent all exposure to monkeypox since the rash can occur in other parts of the body. Avoid kissing or changing spit. Please don't spit in each other's face while you got monkeypox. You shouldn't be spitting in each other's face at all. Okay? But here's one. I like this one right here. I bet everybody's in favor of this. We should all masturbate together without touching each other and avoid touching other rashes. I wish I could see all of y'all's facial expression. Again, I'm not saying this. It's the CDC saying this. So YouTube, go talk to your government agency. Have virtual sex. Well, don't haven't they always said worried about, your personal information, and you'd hate to know that, your job, depending on, what you do in your private life, which a lot of them today do, and you're having virtual sex, it's all on the internet then. You might not be sharing it with only one person, but it's digital. It's out there. Somebody can get to it. Yep, that's a good way to protect you. Consider having sex with your clothes on. I'm just getting to where I can't do this anymore. Or you can just cover the areas of the rash. I'm pretty sure during all that moving around, the areas that you do cover, that they're not gonna move. They're stuck right there. And reduce as much skin to skin contact. Guys, if you're going to have virtually no skin to skin contact other than the actual sexual organs itself, not that I condone the industry or anything, but you should be in porn, because that's where, hey Lisa, what you doing, girl? You should be in porn if you can have sex and not have skin to skin contact, because you're way oversized. Okay, I'm just saying, with no skin to skin contact, just the sexual organs. It's just me though, but we'll go there. Now it is spread through respiratory. It has been shown that very, very, rare, but it's over a lengthy period of time. So either you're standing nose tip to nose tip with somebody and you're just breathing on each other, or you're in some type of physical engagement with each other. I guess if you got in a fight, that would be it too, because you'd be real close, but that ain't what we're talking about here. And of course, don't forget, wash your hands. And please wash your fetish gear and sex toys and any of the fabrics. Bravo, CDC. I'm telling you, that right there, I didn't know about that. I'm safe now. I guess I can be safe. But that I deleted the other day because of the fact that the sound and everything that I was doing wasn't working, and YouTube still warned me because of medical information. And I was like, how can it be medical misinformation when it's the CDC website and I'm reading right off of it? Wash your fetish gear, people. Monkeypox. Don't have any fetish activity until you get your second monkeypox shot. I wonder how long it's going to be before you got to get a booster of that one. Just in my opinion, of course. I don't know. He probably has something to go do. Now, Lisa, you need to be aware of this because you're in the medical industry, so you probably got to do like 3 or 4 gowns with this monkeypox and 3 or 4 gloves and mask up 3 or 4 times, and don't touch any scabs. Don't do any of that kind of stuff. So what does anybody else want to talk about? I've talked about my stuff so far. The CDC is crazy. Hey, did y'all hear that the CDC actually they just approved the 4th booster for the C-19? But I've already dealt with people at my work that's already had the 4th booster. Better safe than sorry, huh? Anyway, so they are the people where they lied to already. Oh, it's approved. Get the 4th one. Get the 4th one. I know it's only for certain types of people, elderly, and if you got pre-existing conditions about that. But the CDC is just telling the FDA they give the go ahead. Huh. Well. Things are going to get like that. No wonder they're going after the Second Amendment. Y'all like my cup? Shh. I tell you what, with that picture of Biden, I was trying to figure out a way to get some pictures up here. I went back and got some pictures of Adolf Hitler, almost the exact same shot that Biden was when his fists were up in the air, the red behind him and stuff like that. Um, really close. The main thing difference was Adolf Hitler was wearing the brown, whatever he wore, uniform. And I found one from Russia too. So that picture that he did in Pennsylvania, the way when he was in front of the the building and all the red and everything, points back to Nazism and communism. Oh, the fourth shot. But were they told it was approved? That's the question. Were they lied to before they actually got it? Because they might have just went and got it, but what I want to know is did somebody tell them, hey, this is approved for everybody to get? Because it wasn't until just about a week ago. That's when the CDC said, you got my go ahead. So if you don't, I talked about this yesterday a little bit, and I'm enjoying myself today. I wasn't happy yesterday when I got off here on the live because I am so tired of watching this country be destroyed. But maybe you're not a Republican. Maybe you're not a person that wants Trump back or even cared for Trump while he was there in front of. Who cares? Don't worry about Trump because this is not part of Trump's not part of the conversation. Part of the conversation is what Biden said on his speech was pretty much if you don't agree with him, you are a MAGA Republican and you are a danger to society. And once you be considered a danger to society, that's an arrestable offense. Just wanted everybody to know that. If when you're a danger to society, I mean, you hear that all the time. Lock him up. He's a danger to society. Well, if you don't agree with what he's doing, you're a danger to society. Doesn't matter which side of the pendulum you follow. You could be a moderate Democrat and don't agree with what he did. He will consider you a MAGA Republican, and you're a danger to society. Just depends on where they're going to start coming in. Why it just makes me want to wonder. And I'm just going to give this out to you. My opinion, just thoughts that we have when in conversations and all that. Why are they arming up the IRS? Why are they arming up all these extra federal employees? But they keep talking. Now he'll say he's not on this, but the Democrats always talked about defunding the police. Why is the FBI getting so much more out into doing all these different things? And the raid on Mar-a-Lago might just be a start of stuff. I don't know. I'm just saying, just shooting ideas to you. Because when's he going to start arresting? I mean, how many times did they call parents domestic terrorists because they fought against school boards and what was being taught to their children in the school? Domestic terrorists. They said I saw on Ben Shapiro last night that it actually said that when he did this speech, he was talking to more than half the country and called over half the country enemies of the state. That's all that. That's right. I mean, and Ben Shapiro, he don't care about Trump that much. You know, he's 2020 election should have just go on out. Just gonna get on out. You know, whatever happened. We'll investigate it, but just don't cause a big scene. You know, January 6th shouldn't have happened. Yeah, I agree. January 6th shouldn't have happened, but it did. Okay, move on. You know, whatever. what a lot of people worry about is what's going to happen from this point forward. I'm worried about just me in general. What happens if November doesn't turn out like everybody in all the polls are showing that should turn out? I know that they say, the red wave that they were talking about is getting not such a tidal wave now. It's just a little beach roll up, but still, it looks like the Reds should overtake the House and the Senate, maybe by one person or whatever. But what happens if it doesn't? I mean, if stuff starts rolling back the other way, and I mean, I'm waiting to see the gas prices shoot back up. It won't be till after November, but watch and see. Watch and see. They'll go up and down a few cents here. But I had a friend of mine the other day at work said that her husband went to work, was going to get gas going to work, but decided not to get it come home. 23 cents it went up during the day. 23. I'm like, wow. So gas prices aren't fixed. Everybody, and I believe they think they are, but it's still $1.50, $1.75 more than what it was in 2020, early 2021. And he even said that they're saying that if you're against spending money on frivolous stuff, which right now spending money anywhere overseas on extra stuff is frivolous. It's hurting the country, and we should stop. Don't say that to Biden, or should I say Joe Obama, because they're going to consider you a threat to the state. His approval, I don't understand why anybody thinks he's doing good. But a lot of people are mad about that speech. But of course, if you're on that side, you just got to hush, or you probably be ousted. Unfortunately, but I'm really watching the Second Amendment thing. I'm surprised Facebook, since Zuckerberg came out and said that the FBI came to him and told him to suppress that Hunter Biden laptop issue back in the election. I'm surprised Facebook ain't allowing a whole lot more stuff. Now you can't come on here and threaten somebody and just belittle somebody. You can't. That's not what any social media should be for. But they should be allowing a whole wide variety of point of views, and not messing with anybody, as long as we're not sitting here completely, absolutely lying. And I think everything that I've said, go to the CDC website and read it again. Wash your sex toys and fetish toys, please. You can Google the pictures and everything about the speech. You can do everything. So everything that I've said has actually happened. And all you got to do is start looking up the ATF rule changes. I think what it is, they're actually what they've redefined some of the pieces of the gun is what it looks like, but we'll see. Yeah, well, Trump came back out. I heard him yesterday on a video on here, and I guess he gave a speech. I seen he gave a speech, and Joe Biden gave a speech, and Joe Biden had like 15, well, maybe 45 people, 50 people in there, 75 people. But Trump thought they were playing the World League of Basketball. There were so many people in there. But he's saying that actually the Mar-a-Lago thing and everything is actually took his ratings way up. I don't know. Most of the polls you see are made by the left-leaning, left-owned media companies. CNN. You think Politico wouldn't be that way, but it's just weird because just about every company and Fox is getting bad. I'm telling you, I don't like any of them really. But Fox is one of the only ones that you can see that are so okay. This is what this side looks like. And when they do the polls, if you ask me, the Democratic polls, they want to show that the Democrats are pulling ahead. So they're going to go and they're going to ask probably all the previous registered Democrats what they think. Oh, registered Republican. We ain't gonna call him. We're not gonna send him the information. But and vice versa. On the other side of the thing, they Republicans only ask the Republicans too. So you don't know what you're looking at when it shows that your candidate is way up here and the other one is way down here. I gotta get this thing way down here, way up here. There you go. I think it's biased. I don't think it's not true. I tell you right now, my concern, my one and only concern, is Governor Ron DeSantis. That's the one we need to keep here in the state of Florida. You might, like I said, I've said this before on a few of them. You might not agree with everything the man has done as governor, but he has stood up against the federal government, against the OSHA, and everybody for your individual rights to choose medical procedures on yourself. Injecting a foreign substance into your body should be absolutely 100% your choice. Nobody should tell you you have to, or you're going to get fired, or any of that. And that man stood up and got backlash after backlash after backlash. Biden's taking stuff out of the state. He's buying stuff for his own self. So Ron DeSantis he stood for everybody's right. And the brainwashed out there kept calling him Death Santis because he said that masks are a choice, vaccines are a choice. That's my freedom. He ain't causing. If I'm scared enough to have to go get it, then I would go get it. I was actually scared of it. Thank you very much. So I didn't go get it. They haven't tested it. And now look at all the lawsuits that are going against Pfizer and the FDA and everything for lying, not giving enough information and testing the shot before they gave it to people. They have lawsuits for that now. So that's just one of the things that's just like absolutely crazy. Yeah, everybody jump in, ask a question. We will all talk about it. Most everybody's on Facebook. Cool. Maybe I'll take Twitter off. Twitter. I wish Elon would go ahead and just take that thing over. I wish he'd take it over and turn it off. That would flip out the left. Hey, I own Twitter. Flip. Just like that. That would be, I would die laughing. Man, you would see so many people so mad. Just bloop, turn the switch off. That would be cool. I'm trying to get creative with the background. They all out to lunch. That's what it's only 12:30. It's lunchtime. Church got over, time to go to lunch. I'm trying to get creative with the backgrounds here. I can use it actually and make these move as a GIF, but I was running out of time. And it's funny because if anybody is ever interested in live stream and stuff like that, all this stuff, other than the lighting and the green screen itself, you got to have your computer. Actually, you can use one of these on your phone called Restream, and it's pretty cool. That's what I'm on right now. It's called Restream, and you can do different backgrounds. You can do different, the countdown thing at the beginning. You can do a few different things with, and you can do it right from your phone. It's actually pretty cool, and it's free. Now, if you wanted to go to 5 or 6 or 7 platforms, you got to pay. If you want a lot of the extra oomph stuff, you got to pay. But in general, it's free. If you're ever doing lives, I think it's pretty cool. And if you can stream to more than one place, you can talk to a whole bunch of people. And man, we should have like a meeting like this. Oh, Zoom. They're trying to get with Zoom. You can actually bring Zoom into this too and have meetings with this and do all the little backgrounds and get stuff like that. But no, I don't work for Restream either. I'm not a what is that? Not a network marketer. affiliate. I'm not an affiliate marketer of Restream either. So if you decide to go to Restream, I don't get any money, but you can do it for free. Now, if you want to throw a Coke my way, I'm always thirsty. Yeah, I know. Everybody, they can't stay on all day long. How long have I been doing this? 41 minutes. Oh, somebody else jumped on. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Bring up some conversation topics. Jump on, say hi if you just jumped on. Welcome aboard. We're just having some fun in here. Hello. Man, nobody from Twitter or Facebook. Let me see. I'm gonna check something out here real quick. Stinking Twitter. Let me go. Let me see what's going on here. Oh, look at that. Make a comment from here. Maybe I don't see Twitter. Do it this way. I'm on Twitter trying to do something real quick. Yep, only on Facebook. I sent hello from Twitter and it didn't go across. But it says I did a comment on it. I don't like Twitter really, not at all. Well, I'm getting a little hungry myself, so what do we have for lunch? What's for lunch? Oh, wait a minute. Somebody just ate. So this is pretty cool though here. Let's do this. Ha! Air won't fill me up. My stomach's starting to growl. Bam! Hunger pains. Then you can add this. I can do. Boom. Good afternoon and enjoy your day. And they said I was watching something and said you actually, if you're doing live stream and you're streaming to nobody, that's normal in the beginning. We shall see. Well, I'm gonna get off now. Guess I'll text you. Talk that way. Can't be on here all day long. All righty. Anybody catches this on the replay? Leave some comments if you got a question. Love to always answer, and maybe that'll be the topic of the next one we come on. Have a good day.